Hello everyone, let me reintroduce myself. Not reintroduce, let me introduce myself. My name is Kemi and I am 26 years old. No, let's stop. Hello everyone, my name is Kemi and I'm 26 years old. I am a stock investor as well as a real estate investor. I actually started investing when I was 18 years old. A background to the reason why I started investing was actually because of a man. Okay, I was dating a guy who came from a wealthy family, and we took a trip to Florida, Miami. And I remember during that trip, being around his friends, his family, and they were all talking about the stock market. They were all talking about international stock and also the US stock market, and I did not know anything. I was just this young black girl that did not know anything about stock market or investment or any of these things. And I told myself that day that I would take that summer to learn about. The trip wasn't this, it was the December prior, so it was, I believe, December 2018. So I told myself that my goal for 2019, especially summer 2019, was to take that time to learn about stock market. And that is actually how I got into the stock market, and I started learning about it and also started investing. My brother around that time was also investing as well, so we would talk to each other about stocks or even how to start. I didn't know how to start. I started looking more into CDs. I looked into stocks, but God made me start with stocks. So how did I start with stocks investments? When I was in college, I believe I was a sophomore then. Yeah, I believe I was a sophomore, or I wasn't a freshman, a sophomore. I would take time to study the stock market, do research, learn about wealth, learn about wealth building, because I did not come from a rich family and I knew deep down that I wanted to be successful, and I just did not want an ordinary life. So I took the time my sophomore year, during the winter time, to study, to look at what people are investing, and just to start investing in the stock market. And I remember my first investment was actually buying a stock, Starbucks stocks. I was so excited when I made my first $1. So it was such a pretty exciting time. And from there I invested in Tesla, and that was back in 2018, and I made over $10,000. Clark, yeah. But I did make some money after I started looking into it and investing. And from there I started buying, I started buying more. And just a quick background: when I was in college, I had like 3 or 4 jobs, and I remember I would have like a post-it note in my dorm room and write and lay out my paycheck and tell myself, this paycheck will go into buying Tesla stocks, this paycheck will go into buying this stocks, that stocks. So that was so funny back then. But guess what? 3 years later, that my investment portfolio has reached over $500,000, which is quite impressive. From, I think it's 6 years, 2018, 19, 20, 20, 8 years. It's already surpassed $500,000, and this includes 401k, Roth IRA, and my personal brokerage. And from the stock market, I started looking more into real estate, and I'm a proud owner of multiple real estate properties in the Northeast, one of the most expensive places in America. It's near New York City, and as well as other parts of the other states as well. So now my goal is to actually start looking more into international market as well. So yeah, that's a quick background about me. This TikTok Chanel. This channel will be more about like investments and just finance stuff in general. I want to share my knowledge to everyone, especially women. I started as a young 20, was it 20? No, it wasn't 20. I was I was 18 years old girl, and I did not really have that, you know, I did not really have someone guiding me. So I want to be able to give advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advisor, but I want to give advice and just share my knowledge out there to the world. But yeah, I will catch me later, and we'll talk later. Bye.